Hi everybody, Ron at WallaceWild.com. We're back here and we're going to water our 2261 seedling. Brought a few products along to show you what I'm doing for this first initial drench. We have our soluble seaweed powder at 1 teaspoon per gallon of water. Seaweed is perhaps one of the best things you can give your plant. It contains over 70 minerals, enzymes, vitamins, natural plant growth hormones. Terrific product. Soluble humic and fulvic acid at a 1/2 teaspoon per gallon of water. Humic and fulvic acid, quite frankly, they just make fertilizers work better. They condition your soil, they add organic matter to the soil. I use humic and fulvic acid pretty much with everything that I drench or spray foliar. Triple 12 from Growth Products. I've been using that for a couple of years now. Because of the demand of it, I brought it online at WallaceWild.com. Triple 12 is 12% nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. The nice thing about this product is the 12% nitrogen is a methane urea, which is very difficult to break down, so it's a slow release. It's not a quick shot of nitrogen, it's a slow release. So that'll help you on the bell curves and the dips and cycles of your growing curve. The phosphorus and potassium is readily available. Another neat thing about this product is it contains salicylic acid, which is the active ingredient in aspirin. It's produced in plants by small numbers, but not generally great enough for us. So Growth Products came out with this product. I've been using it for a few years, had some good success with it. The salicylic acid is just going to help protect your plants and make them healthy. So what we're going to do is, salicylic acid is 3 teaspoons, which is a tablespoon per gallon of water for a drench or a bench drench if you were in a greenhouse. But since the plants are small, I started at 1 teaspoon per gallon. The next watering, I'll build it up to 2 teaspoons, and then the final one, they'll be steady enough. Most of my fertilizers in the beginning, I back off the recommended rates, and then I'll build up over 2 weeks' time. So I already poured our mixture in our watering can. So we're going to give this seedling a nice water. I like to give about 1 gallon per plant, because you got to remember these heating cables are underneath, and the soil's been very dry. I watered them good when they went in. You can see that little trough we need is holding everything right in place, because those roots are right around that plant. You don't want to be watering out here or over there. Eventually I'll water inside the greenhouse, because microbes, what do they need? They need oxygen, a food source, and moisture. So we don't want to totally dry out the moisture and send the microbes deeper and deeper in the soil. So what I'm going to do next is, I have a cattle fence cage that I put on the plants. This is twofold. Earlier on, like next week we have a day coming up, it's going to be in the high 80s. These young plants might not be able to take it, so I can put a piece of remade covering over the plants just to shade them a bit, because it's still very early in the season. So I'll take this cattle fence that I made, and I like to call it the Quonset hut. The Quonset hut was developed right in Quonset, Rhode Island. So we'll push that in the ground like that, and for at night, I have this simple lamp with a 100-watt bulb that I'll keep right about here, and I'll cover it with a tablecloth or a light blanket or a sheet. And if it's in the mid-30s out, I can still keep this close to 65 degrees in here. Once again, you got soil heating cables, heat rises, and you have the heat coming off of this lamp. So I baby them a bit in the beginning, and then you're going to notice throughout the season we're going to push them a little bit more and a little bit more. Okay, that's it for today. Once again, this is Ron at WallaceWild.com. If you have any questions, please email me at ron@WallaceWild.com. Thank you very much for your support.